MP who had an interest in that. The right honourable gentleman doesn't seem to be interested in ensuring that we can, in a no-deal situation, provide the medicines that people in this country need. That's what we're doing. That's a sensible approach of a government that is taking this matter seriously.
Maybe the Prime Minister should follow the advice of the House and take no deal off the table and negotiate seriously with the European Union. And it cannot be right, Mr. Speaker, it cannot be right that a hard-pressed local council and local taxpayers are footing the bill for the incompetence of the Secretary of State for Transport and this government. The spectacular failure of this contract is a symptom, Mr. Speaker, of the utter shambles of this government and its no-deal preparations. The Transport Secretary ignored warnings about drones and airport security, gave a £1.4 billion contract to Carillion despite warnings over their finances. He oversaw the disastrous new rail timetables last year, rail punctuality at a 13-year low and fares at a record high. That is some achievement. And now the Transport Secretary is in charge of a major and vital aspect of Brexit planning. How on earth, Mr. Speaker, can the Prime Minister say that she has confidence in the Transport Secretary?
Let me tell the right honourable gentleman what the Transport Secretary is delivering. The biggest rail investment programme since the Victorian era. Spending nearly £48 billion on improving our railways to deliver better journeys. 20% higher on average every year than under a Labour government. That's what the Transport Secretary is delivering. Commitment to transport in this country and commitment to transport across the whole of this country. But I notice that the right honourable gentleman wanted to focus his questions in that way, rather than asking more general questions in relation to Brexit, because of course there are still a number of issues. There's still a number of issues on Brexit where we don't know his answers to the big questions. We don't know if he'd... It's no good Labour members burying their heads in their hands. We don't know whether their leader backs the second referendum. We don't know whether their leader backs the deal. We don't even know whether he backs Brexit. He prefers ambiguity and playing politics to acting in the national interest. People used to say he was a conviction